Good morning.
Good morning.
We're back from the gym. We're actually awake now. We were not awake earlier today.
Yes, it was a tough call this morning.
It was. Because and the thing was, though, when the alarm went off, I wasn't tired as in, like, sleep more. I was tired as in, I just don't want to get out of bed.
I was tired as in sleep more, but...
You made us get out of bed anyway.
I did, because we only worked out 4 days last week, and I'm like, I can't have 2 weeks where I only work out 4 days.
Right.
So...
I hear you.
Yeah.
So we did, but the thing was, we didn't get there and we're like, oh, we're excited. I know by the time you guys see us, we've been awake for a while. We're more energized and whatever. But this morning at the gym, it was like, oh no, this is never going to work.
It was a crawl. It was, every time I tried to get out, they dragged me back in.
That's exactly what happened. How was your workout, though? What did you do today?
So today I did shoulders, triceps, and calves, and I would say it was pretty good. Not tremendous, but pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did back. I had a pretty decent back workout. It, did what I needed to do. We lost each other at the end, though.
We did. Yes.
What happened was he was almost done, and I decided I was going to do one more exercise, and so he was on the calf machine. And I was going to ask him where this other machine was, but he was in the middle of a set, so I just went in search of it. And I found it literally in the very corner of the gym. It's like behind other equipment. And I even thought, I'm like, he's never going to know I'm over here. But I figured I could get done before he got finished, and I would just go back to the calf machine. So I got done. I looked. He wasn't on the calf machine. I looked at the other. You use the
seated leg press.
Leg press for calves. Right. I looked there. You weren't there.
Right.
So then I took another pass around the gym, couldn't find you. Checked in the other.
In the meantime, I'm in the locker room washing my hands and getting ready to leave because I thought she left and was getting ready to go.
Which I never do. I never leave without saying, hey, I'm going to wash my hands.
That's why I thought it was bizarre.
And so then I was like, well, I guess I'll just go wash my hands. And Robert's here today too.
Robert.
And I'll find him, whatever. So as I'm walking back to the locker room to wash my hands, he's walking out, and I'm like, there you are.
Yes. Once I was lost, but then I was found.
It's true. But we wanted to talk, so obviously today's a fasting day, so we have no breakfast to show you. Sorry about that. Yep, he's having coffee. And I'll have probably some tea later or whatever. But we actually wanted to talk a little bit about, I think that people who don't work out regularly think that if they go to the gym, it has to be like what they see on Biggest Loser. Is your coffee? Yeah, your coffee's boiling. And I cannot imagine pushing myself to the point that I vomit. Like, that makes zero sense to me. I don't understand why they even show that as a viable workout technique, because...
There was a day, by the way.
Well, and I know when I was an athlete, I did it too. And I guess if you're at the competitive level, you do push your body that hard. I don't know that it's good for you. But when you're like Russ and I now, at where we are in our lives and what we're trying to accomplish now.
23 and 24.
Yeah, right. And we're both wearing gray today.
Yes.
We match. We're twinsies. But where we are now, I never work out like that. And if I get to the point where I start feeling nauseous, because sometimes on cardio day, I'll push myself too hard. And I'm like, yeah, Sophie's here this morning.
Hi, Sophie.
Good morning. And I'll start feeling nauseous, and I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? This is ridiculous. So if you're thinking, oh, if I go to the gym, I have to work out like this crazy person, and I have to, sweat and feel like I'm going to be sick, and to the point that I just am tipsy with delirium. No, don't do that to yourself. That's not the kind of workout you should be doing at this point in your life.
But on the other side of the coin, you're not there for tea and crumpets either, so keep that in mind.
Oh, come on. I want tea and crumpets at the gym. Yeah. But it is possible to do a workout that doesn't make you drip sweat and make you miserable and make you feel horrible. And we've talked before about you do have to pay attention. You shouldn't do a workout where you're completely distracted, because that's the other side of the coin, where you're not putting in enough effort. Mm-hmm. So you've got to find that middle ground. And I think that's why a lot of people either need a partner or a trainer or someone to help them, is they aren't really sure what does a real workout look like, and what is enough, and what's too much, and what's not enough.
And that's a journey. That's a journey of discovery. And the fact of the matter is, when you're starting out, you start out very slow. Coming home from work and having a glass of wine and sitting in front of the TV till dinner, and then eating dinner and going back in front of the TV is one lifestyle. Getting yourself to the gym even if all you do is 10 minutes or 15 minutes walking on a treadmill to start, that's a place to start.
It's something.
And then you add, and then you add.
Pick up 5-pound dumbbells and do a little
until
bit.
you find the balance that works for you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I mean, so we spend about an hour and a half at the gym every day,
Right.
and that is because Russ spends an hour and a half
Now,
at the
Russ,
gym every day.
No lie, used to spend 5 hours a day working out at the gym.
Because that was your job. You were a bodybuilder.
I was bodybuilding, but it was 2.5 hours in the morning and 2.5 hours in the afternoon. And it took that long to work, you know, the body parts that I wanted to work. I'm not there anymore. I am, as I always say, I'm fighting this battle of just trying to stay in shape, you know, and it's an ongoing battle. I mean, that's my life's journey. It's not as easy as it used to be, but my vision of a life moving forward will always include some form of working out.
And I think for me, I could probably do the workout that I want to do in about 45 minutes. So the other 45 minutes, I'm either adding some cardio or I'm doing more or whatever. So you don't have to spend an hour and a half in the gym. I didn't. Before I married Russ, I did not spend an hour and a half in the gym every day.
Yeah, Robert.
What is Robert saying?
So, no. Robert, I agree and understand with you, although I don't have military experience. I have many friends that have. And I never did understand, other than the mentality of they have to break you down so they can build you back up mentality.
I don't like that. I don't like it psychologically. I don't like it physically.
Right. And as you know, Robert, the military is very convinced that they have it right, so I am not going to argue with them.
We're not going to argue with them.
Not looking to make enemies here, especially with the military.
But we think that normal, everyday humans, especially those of us who are, you know, in our 40s, into our 50s, you know, whatever, no longer at that age where your body can bounce back from the abuse that we used to give it. There's no need to be that aggressive about it. There's no need to make yourself sick.
I'm not donning the bodybuilding posing trunks anymore. Those days have gone.
No, and I'm not running around in the stand in the uniform that is what beach volleyball players wear any longer.
Although you still look good.
Oh, yeah. No, now. You're very sweet. So the point being is if you want to go to the gym, don't be intimidated that you feel like you have to work out like this crazy person. Just go and, you know, do a little bit. Anything is better than nothing. Pick up the 5-pound dumbbells, you know, and come up with a plan, whatever that looks like. And we were talking today, I think what I would like to do, and let me know if you guys think that this would be useful, is to go around the gym and take static pictures of some of the equipment and then write a little thing about what it would be and then show a video of you using it. Like I told Russ, they have these things called half plates, and they're 2.5-pound weights that, so if the machine goes in 5-pound increments, you can then do a half plate. But I think a lot of people don't know what those are or how to use them. Right. And so, you know, if we could do something that's really, here are the fundamentals of going to the gym. Yeah. This is what the equipment is. This is how you use it. Yes. I think that might be really helpful.
Yeah, we are in the beginning stages of doing something which is hopefully fantastic for a lot of people. And we're playing with ideas right now, but we want to put up where not only can you see types of workouts, but mainly that we do and why we do them, but also maybe a tool eventually where we will aid people in giving them general ideas of how to
create workouts that would be a 3-day workout, a 5-day workout, a 4-day workout, so that you don't have to do what we suggest, but at least give you some suggestions. Like, here, pick a back workout. Here, pick a chest workout.
And here's a little legalese. Always seek, your doctors before beginning any.
We are not medical professionals.
Right, and make sure that they tell you it's okay to start working out.
And then we want to do something similar with the whole plant-based lifestyle, because I know there's a lot of people who are really interested in doing more plant-based. They know that plant-based eating would be better for them, but they just don't have any idea how to get started and what that looks like. So if we can create a website that has, here's the foundation of being able to go to the gym and lift weights and do some cardio, and here's the foundation of doing a plant-based diet, and here's the foundation if you want to add intermittent fasting. I feel like that would be really helpful for
It will
people.
be. And also explain that this is not 100% of the time, all the time type of thing. It's
you guys have heard us. We go out. Last night we went out with friends.
Right.
I had a cocktail. Russ had a beer.
Shout out to Ted's, because that's where we were last night.
And we were there with Jim and Steph. Thanks for joining us, guys. We love seeing you. So this is not something where we feel like everybody has to do it 100% or not at all.
Right.
I think it's something that if you can do it about 80%, 90%, you know what? You're killing it, and awesome you. Because you know what I know that? Because I've lost 15 pounds doing it at about 85, 90%.
Right.
I've lowered my cholesterol 51 points doing it 89, 50, 85, 50 to 90%. I can't talk all of a sudden.
Yes. And so the first time you actually decide that instead of eating the steak or the chicken or the fish and not touching your broccoli or your vegetable and you walk away from the plate and all the stuff you should be eating
all the green stuff's still there,
and you change that to you eat maybe that stuff first and just eat as much fish or chicken or beef that you can eat before you're full. The first time you start doing things like that, then you're on a journey.
You're on the right path.
And that's what we are. We're on a journey, and we're just trying to figure it out as we go along.
Absolutely. And it's working for us, and we're super excited that there's so many of you that join us here. I don't know why the Facebook thing says like there's 4 people, and I know there's way more than that. So I don't know how Facebook counts people. I'm
I
very
think it's
confused
also,
by it.
I think a lot of people tune in and then maybe come back to it afterward.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but thank you for those of you who are here. Thank you for your hearts and your thumbs up and your questions and all of that. It makes us feel like we have a chance to make a difference. And those of you who know us know this isn't what we do for a living.
Not at all.
We actually have businesses that we run. So maybe one day we'll tell you about those so you guys know what we actually do for a living when we're not on here looking like athletes, looking like people.
Exactly. And I have a meeting I got to get to pretty soon.
You do. So we're going to run.
Yes.
And we won't be back this afternoon. I know usually we show you our fasting day meal, but I have to be at a TEDx event this afternoon, so I won't be here. And I'm guessing you're not going to do it by yourself.
No, sorry, folks. She's the driving force. So when she's here, we do them.
So we will be back tomorrow morning. And what's Robert saying?
He says the live means it's just who's currently watching, but it does tally everyone who has ever been here.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think that's what we kind of realized, Robert. Thank you for that information. And then once we're off, we see that the number keeps going up and going up. So people are viewing it. Yeah. And when you do get a chance to view it, if you have questions, concerns, or information that you would like that you think we can help attain for you, share it with us. Let us know.
We like reading about this stuff.
We are researchers.
So
we will spend many hours trying to figure out how to do something right when it comes to health and fitness.
And because I do have a doctoral degree, I can read the actual academic literature, which most people think is dry, and it is dry. But I can read that. She's a natural researcher. No doubt. If you have questions, definitely ask. And like what I was saying was, we'll be back tomorrow. Yes. We'll do breakfast tomorrow. We'll show you, and I have to do something different because my immersion blender that could no longer can. Yeah, we have a new one picked out already, so it goes on sale in a couple of days. Right, so why not wait till it goes on sale? So when it goes on sale, I'll get a new immersion blender, but that means I have to figure out something different for my breakfast because the smoothie I usually have isn't going to be an option because my immersion blender is gone. I killed it trying to. It had a nice long life. You know what? I thought I tried to blend natural peanut butter and it just couldn't do it. Yeah. So we're gonna run because Russ has stuff to do. But we will see you tomorrow morning with our breakfast. And if you have a topic you'd like us to cover, definitely let us know. Right. And with that, we will say, eat food, not too much, mostly plants. Have a great day, folks. Bye, guys.